There's been a lot of buzz going around about AI video generators recently, and from what I can tell, they might just revolutionize content creation in just a few years. But are these tools really as good as they're cracked up to be? I decided to find out by experimenting with two of the most widely talked about video generators out there, InVideo and Fliki. Also, if you haven't signed up for InVideo AI yet, you can use the link down below to try it out for free. But with that said, let's dive straight in by comparing their pricing options. Now I can just tell you how much each service charges per month, but it's not as simple as that. You see, Fliki and InVideo have completely different approaches when it comes to charging customers. For example, InVideo's premium tiers start at $25 a month, and Fliki starts charging at $8 a month. That might make you think that Fliki is the more affordable option, but you'd be wrong. Fliki doesn't charge a flat rate, it charges per user. So if you're trying to get a subscription for 3 people or more, any price difference will effectively disappear. You'll actually be paying more for Fliki than you would have been for InVideo, because that service charges you one fee for as many users as you want to include. For real, InVideo allows you to add over 1,000 users from what I can see. That makes it ideal for larger organizations and individual content creators alike. InVideo also has a bunch of other tiers you could sign up for. $25 a month is the AI Plus plan, but there's also a Studio Business plan for $30 a month. And for $60 a month, you can get the unlimited version. Oh, and there's a free version too if you're interested in that. The features are rather limited, but I'll get into them shortly. For now, just know that InVideo isn't leaving folks on a tight budget high and dry. Instead, they're catering to the masses and making AI video generation accessible for everyone. If you ask me, that's a clear sign that they're a quality service provider. If you want some advanced features but don't want to pay just yet, InVideo also offers a free trial for its premium versions. Fliki has a free trial too, but no free version that I could find. That's not a huge deal, but it shows Fliki is in it for the money more than anything else. Like, everyone has to pay their bills, I get it, but come on. Free version should be a standard in the industry, at least in my opinion. I'm thinking InVideo deserves a 4.5 out of 5 here. There's some room for improvement, at least in the free tier, but it's largely a solid set of pricing tiers. As for Fliki, I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5. It's relatively affordable if you're using it on your own, but those advantages don't apply to groups of users, and the lack of a free version really just left a bad taste in my mouth. Okay, up next, we're gonna look at their respective features. Honestly, while I definitely want to be fair to each tool, Fliki really didn't bring much to the table here. I get that they're trying to offer a bare bones experience, but I seriously missed a lot of the advanced features that InVideo sent my way. Still, I'd like to be positive, so let's discuss some of its good features first. For starters, Fliki does offer a dedicated API. So if you want to incorporate it into your app or website, you can go right ahead. There's also an expansive content library to draw from, which means that you have plenty of options while creating videos. This was actually a pretty great feature because it made it a lot easier for me to get my content. The image and media libraries were surprisingly good too, and with the drag and drop features, getting everything into one cohesive clip was so simple that even my grandma could do it. And with the text editing and overlay features, not to mention the video generation features itself, I can see the software really streamlining my content creation process. Like, I can increase my output without having to water down quality, so as far as generative AI goes, Fliki isn't half bad. But, and this is a big but, it doesn't even come close to its competitors' level. InVideo offers each and every one of these features, plus a whole lot more. Like, you get animation tools as well, which is great for spicing up your video content. We all know how much engagement animated video explainers can get, and with InVideo, you can get them ready in a matter of hours. And you don't just get a content library here, you get an entire content management system that can help you get your videos up right on time every single time. In case you need to generate branded content, like for a sponsored video or segment, InVideo gives you all sorts of options for customizable branding. You also get fully adjustable templates. Time and time again, InVideo shows that it has one goal: making video creation a piece of cake. And the features definitely live up to that promise. Like, just take a look at their engagement track. This handy feature allows me to see just how many comments and likes my posts were getting. Like, sure, that's something you might get from the platforms you're posting on too, but it doesn't hurt to have multiple sources for metrics. If anything, diversifying where you get your data from makes it that much easier to optimize your content, because you can make adjustments based off the information you receive. The engagement tracking also goes really well with the social media integration and sharing features. Like, to put it mildly, InVideo gives you one hub to handle every aspect of your career as a content creator. And that's definitely not something to sneeze at, especially in today's chaotic world. Finally, I have to talk about the video capture feature. It makes integrating more clips super straightforward, which can enhance the realism of your content. And on top of everything else, there's a collaboration tool that lets you coordinate with team members. I was pretty shocked that Fliki didn't offer something like this, because when you charge per user, you should probably make it a bit easier for folks to work together. With all of these aspects considered, I'd say that InVideo deserves a 5 out of 5 in this round. Fliki didn't do too badly, so I'm giving it a 4 out of 5, even though the lack of collaboration really rubbed me the wrong way. That brings their totals to 9.5 and 7.5 out of 10 respectively. Finally, I'm going to cover development, support, and training in one last step. These 3 areas are all equally important, but I can't really grade them separately now, can I? Okay, let's start with deployment, which turned out to be yet another area where InVideo came out on top. You get the standard cloud and SaaS deployment, but there are also desktop versions for Mac and Windows. That increases your options in terms of creating your content, because you might like to work on various devices, and you shouldn't be limited in that regard. Fliki only offers web-based usage, so it doesn't get any bonus points for that. However, one area where Fliki did manage to pull one over on InVideo was customer support. The company offers literally everything you could ask for, from live chat support to live rep available 24 hours to a comprehensive knowledge base that you can check with any time you like. InVideo lacks that last bit, which is why it didn't get full points for this round, although it does offer basically everything. Finally, for the training portion, Fliki doesn't offer in-person coaching or even live online training. You have to make do with webinars and videos, which is a lot harder than what InVideo offers. As a result, I'm giving Fliki a 4 out of 5 in total for this section, and InVideo gets a 4.5 out of 5. Okay, if we tally up the totals, InVideo emerges as the clear winner. With a final score of 14 out of 15, there was hardly anything to complain about with this fantastic AI video generator. You'll get every feature you could ask for, plenty of support, and lots of deployment options, all for the low price of $25 a month. Fliki ended up with an 11.5 out of 15, but I have to say it surprised me in a lot of ways. Its list of features in particular provided a decent amount of control over the finished product. I did have some issues with its pricing, and the lack of collaboration features given the per user rate was a tough pill to swallow. Even though it's not quite at InVideo's level, it's still a decent software for newbies. Also, if you haven't signed up for InVideo AI yet, you can use the link down below to try it out for free. So what do you think? Will you give either of these tools a try? I'd love to hear your thoughts if you do. That's all for now, so I'll see you in the next one.